Hey, what is good, dudes and dudettes? My name is Robert Alfieri and welcome to my channel and welcome to this new video. I hope y'all are feeling absolutely mint today. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you like this video throughout, make sure you also tap that little like button right there. Thank y'all so much. Let's get right into this thing. So in today's video, I'm going over all the equipment I have, ranging from my microphones, my guitars, my instruments, all the way to the programs I'm using to create the music and create these videos. I have everything planned out here on a nice little list. I'm not gonna be going over all the prices and everything, but it is gonna be flashing up on the screen here and here. In the description box below after this video, make sure you go check it out. I am gonna have a list of everything and links to the stuff. So I'm actually gonna take time to do that. That's crazy. If there is something that you are particularly interested in, I am splitting it up into 3 different categories. The first one is music stuff, the second one is tech stuff, and the third, of course, is random room stuff. All those different sections are gonna have time cards in the description below, so if you wanna skip to something, you can just skip to it right there. So now let's start with the very first thing, of course, music stuff. So the first thing I have is the Rode NT1 microphone. They have lots of different variations of this microphone. When you go on the Rode website, they have like the NT1, the NT1 something, the NT2, all that type of stuff. I have the NT1 because I thought it looked the coolest. It's black and it also comes with its own pop filter and shock mount that you can see here in this photo. So that is why I kind of prefer that microphone over other ones. The sound quality is really great and I would recommend that microphone to a lot of people. The second mic I have is called the Shure SV100. And that is a normal looking microphone, the one with the little, it looks like this. Okay, it looks like that. And that mic is the one I use for my gigs. I actually have no idea how good of a mic it is and if I should get a new one. If anyone knows any good recommendations, let me know down below because I actually have no idea. But that's the one I use for my gigs and I like it pretty well. I'm moving to this side now because the next thing I have in my arsenal is the Roland FP30 piano, and it takes up a lot of space. Right there. So this is my main keyboard. I use it for all my gigs and I also use it for the computer. Obviously you can plug it in with one of those nice little cables and you can also play MIDI on that keyboard. So that's the main one I use. It has a few functions on it, features. It has, you know, like a normal piano, it has an electric piano, like the strings, and that's pretty much it. It doesn't have crazy features. It's not a synthesizer. So if you're looking for that, maybe I would recommend something else. But for just a nice home piano and also to bring on the road, it has full length. It's a full length piano, 89 keys, I believe, which means it's great for all the good things that one as a piano player would like to play on their piano. So the next thing I have is the Taylor GS Mini Koa Wood guitar. Yeah, I love this guitar a lot. I think it's really, really cool. It is a smaller bodied guitar than normal, so it is something to think about if you want to get this one. I really like it because I'm a shorter kind of person, so I thought it would work great for me for that because it like fits my body more. But I will say that if you do have large hands, go to a store and actually play it and see if you like it, because my hands are quite large and it kind of doesn't fit all too well all the time on the guitar. But overall it's really great. I can do a full review on just that guitar if you want one day. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to see that, because there's a lot I could talk about. It has really, really great acoustics for a guitar that size. Next thing. So the next music related thing I got are those 2 speakers right there. You can see them in the shot right now. Those are the Those are the Fender Passport event speakers. So that's what they look like up on the desk. They have a big box thing that goes below the desk and that has a full sound panel where you can adjust all your little things, your treble, bass range. You can adjust your reverb on those speakers as well. So I really like them. I use them for performing and I also use them here in the studio just as a nice loud speaker to listen to some beats on. Next thing. The next music thing I got is the Akai MPK mini keyboard. And pretty much that's a really cool little keyboard. It's short, I think it's 25 keys if I am not mistaken. They are really small little keys, so that's something to think about when wanting to get that thing. If you have big fingers again, you may hit 2 keys at the same time occasionally, but overall it's a really amazing thing to have on the road, especially if you are going to be using a laptop and creating music on the road. You can bring it and plug it in anywhere into your laptop and start making beats. So I would really recommend that. I think it's really cool. So the next thing I have and I use for recording is my audio box. I have the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2. So this is what it looks like right there. How that works is you plug in your mic with the cable, you plug it into that, and then that has the same adapter that works for the keyboards and all that type of stuff. And that plugs into the computer via USB, which is pretty cool. And when it comes to microphones, recording at home and recording into a laptop digitally, there's 2 ways to go about it. Either you can buy a microphone that has a direct USB input, or you can buy a normal microphone where you actually have to get, you know, like a full 3-prong cable and bad with all the names, and then plug it into one of those and plug it into your computer. So if you want to do it that way, that box is very important, and that's a good one. I like it quite a bit. I've never tested any other ones in the past before, so I have no idea whether it is right for you or not. Anyways, let's get on to the next thing. And the last thing I got for you guys in the music making section are, you know, sound cables. I have ones that are apparently branded Yorkville cables, and yeah, I think they're really good. Obviously, you need them to plug in your mic into the box as well as your guitar into the audio box so that you can record guitar, piano, whatever you want with a mic into your computer. And also you need those cables at a gig. If you're ever gonna do a gig or do a performance anywhere, you need to plug in your mic and your guitar and your piano into your speakers. And that's pretty much it in that section. Now I want to talk about what computers I'm using and also what programs I'm using to edit music as well as edit my videos. So let's get right into that. So to start the section off, I'll tell you the camera I am using to record these videos and do everything like that. This camera is the Canon Rebel T6i with an 18 to 55 millimeter lens on it. And that's just what I'm using right now. It's a pretty cool camera. It works for what I have to use it for. If you want to only record stuff and you don't care about photos or anything else and you just want to record YouTube videos, look into other cameras. I wouldn't recommend this one, really. But that being said, it is still a great camera, but there's other cameras with better autofocus and better features for like vlogging type style videos. Yeah, you get the idea. Okay, next thing. So the next thing I have in my arsenal, you can see right behind me right there, is my big computer, and that is an old 2013 27-inch Mac computer. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm using. Obviously don't buy that, buy a new one. It's a great computer overall. I think the bezels are a little large for me. I wish they were smaller, and even on the new ones, it has like 8 gigs of RAM and it's way too slow. So that is why I had to get a new computer. I knew I wanted to get a laptop because I want to be mobile. I don't want to be stuck in the studio all the time, even though if you watch my studio tour, my last video, you know that the studio is pretty cool. But yeah, I want to be mobile. I want to be able to move. I want to be able to do my thing wherever I go. I got the new 16-inch MacBook Pro. It has an Intel Core i9 processor, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and a terabyte of internal storage. It's a pretty cool computer. I like it a lot. And if you want to know more about that, I can make a tech video and I can be a tech YouTuber in the future. Let me know if you want to see that down below in the comments. Last but not least, before I get on to the programs I use, I would also say this dongle right here. I got it from Best Buy, and it's got 2 USBs, a HDMI, an Ethernet port, SD card reader, a micro SD card reader, and a USB Type-C slot. I have no idea what the brand is. I don't know what it's called, but I found it at Best Buy. But you pretty much need one of those if you are going to be working on a MacBook Pro, because all you have is USB Type-Cs. That one there has a bunch of stuff already built into one dongle, and it's been working great for me. So that is what I'd recommend there. So next up, we have the programs I'm using. Both are pretty simple, and they are from Apple. To make my music, I'm using Logic Pro X, and to make these videos for you all, I am using Final Cut Pro as well. Both of those are Apple programs. They don't come with the computer, but if you get them with a student bundle, both are only like a couple $100s together, which is really good value for your money when it comes to recording software and stuff like that, because other types of recording software can be upwards of like $800 to $1,000 for just the one program. So buying a Mac and then getting the student bundle and having Logic Pro X and Final Cut Pro all in one little bundle is actually worth the money somehow. That's kind of crazy that I can actually say that, but it is worth the money if that's what you were going to be doing on your MacBook Pro. Anyways, besides that, I also use Photoshop. I kind of know how to use it, and I use it for my thumbnails and all that type of good stuff. And now, last but not least, I want to go over kind of the random stuff that I got going on inside my room and the stuff that you see in the videos and all that type of good stuff, so that if you want to do your own studio, you can know kind of what I'm using. So first things first is the softbox-y kind of lights that I'm using for my green screen, and those are from a brand called Mount Dog. You can find them, they look like this, and that's what they look like on Amazon. It comes in a pack of 3, and they weren't too expensive, and they work pretty well. So far, I haven't had any major problems with them. Next, we have these beautiful panels right here on the walls, also from Amazon. If you just type in sound acoustic panels, you can find a huge list of them. I'm not exactly sure what the brand of these ones were, but yeah, this is kind of what they look like on Amazon, and you can go and buy those there. So that's where I got them. I just bought them on Amazon. I mean, they work pretty cool and they look pretty awesome. Okay. The next thing I have in my room, I also bought off of Amazon, and those are the Mingar strip lights. I don't know. So I bought these off of Amazon. This is what they look like right there. I believe that both of my strips are the 8-foot strips. They have 16 and then 32 feet, and they work great. I think they're really cool, they're really fun, and I think I would actually recommend them to a lot of people because it just gives a nice aroma, a nice vibe to your room. You can put them up in your bedroom. I know a lot of my friends have them there, and you know, you can have them change colors if you want to as well, and that looks always great for your TikToks. If you are making TikTok videos and you don't have strip lights in your background, I actually don't know what you're doing. You're doing it wrong, okay? So make sure you get strip lights. Just buy them off Amazon. That's where they're the best, and I would recommend that. I got 2 sets of those. And now, next up, we have my bed and my desk, both from IKEA. This is what they look like on their pages. We got right here, we got the desk. And right here, we got the bed. That is what they look like on the IKEA website, and the link to those are gonna be in the description as well. The bed's actually really cool. It has this really cool feature where it is currently a twin-size bed, but you can actually pull out the entire thing and it becomes bigger than a king-size bed. And then it also has drawers in the bottom for me to store a bunch of my stuff. So that's kind of that, and I would totally recommend both of them. IKEA makes some good products that I think actually look good and function quite well. That's pretty much it. That is the main list of all the stuff I have in my studio that actually help me work, help me, you know, sit down and write, that help me play and record my music. You heard about the lights, you heard about the cameras, you heard about the action, you know how it is. Besides that, there's obviously small things. You see the ukulele on the wall, stuff like that. I don't know. I got most of them as presents from people, so that's why I just have no idea. But if you want to play ukulele, just go to your local music store and go buy a ukulele. They're pretty cool and they're fun to play. Pretty much besides that, I could say that when you're playing guitar, I have some picks, capo, tuner, I have all that type of good stuff, and you can just find that at your local music store. You know, that's kind of what's going on in that department. Nothing too fancy, nothing too special. That is why I didn't think it was worth noting in a large section of this video. That is it for today though, dudes and dudettes and people of all ages and statures. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, again, make sure you hit the like button right there, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of these videos. That would be greatly appreciated, and I will love you forever. Thank you so much for watching. That's it. I'm out. I hope you have a great day and a great life. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.